Hello there and welcome to Mega Man 6. My name is Eric, I call myself Demon Alchemist. And we're finally on to the last NES one. In the year 20XX AD, the first annual robot tournament was held. With 8 of the world's most powerful robots. But Mr. X, the sponsor of the tournament, took control of the robots and began to take over the world. Mr. X, why? It's time to tell you the truth. I have been manipulating that fool, Dr. Wily, from the beginning. But now I no longer need Dr. Wily's help. Come and face my what? Sorry, what did he say? So fast. Come and face my power, Mega Man. We'll stop you. Follow me, Rush. Yeah, Mega Man 6, with Mr. X as the villain. Maybe don't look too closely at him. But yeah, normally I don't use the rewind feature there, but I wanted to read that, so convenient for that, I guess. Here we go, Mega Man 6, the final NES Mega Man game, and the final classic game released prior to the X series starting. There's a few Roadmasters you could start with in this game. I always start with Nightman. I love the screens here. There's a lot more detail here. You see stats about them. Nightman, Master of Mace Ball. Which means I'm not sure actually how I'm going to fit the art there. Charge shot functions exactly the same as previously. I think. I don't think there's any major differences. I can't break that right now. And this game has one... It has an equivalent to the beat plates from the previous game, but it's a little weird. It's a little weird. There's actually only one item you physically collect, and instead there's a similar thing that we'll get to once I first do it. Yeah, I like the way that drops there. I'm excited to be in Mega Man 6 now. It is a fun Mega Man game. I think it's probably... I think I prefer Mega Man 5. But 6 has some interesting and unique things. Namely, I don't have Rush Coil. And in fact, there is no Rush Coil in this game. There are no normal Rush items at all. Rush functions very differently, which we'll see when I get the first one. I don't remember what boss gives it to you, but I'm excited. A lot of people seem to just sort of like the classic Mega Man games less over time, at least back in the day, because I think the later NES Mega Man games got a lot of flack for just being too similar to previous games. I don't really agree with that. I think they're still all really fun. And I like the small differences game to game. I think the gameplay is very consistently fun, and so I don't have an issue with it being so largely similar. Got all unique stage designs. Each game has some unique mechanics. These guys get angry once you shoot them once. Oh, I can't get that. Unfortunate. These things are similar to the Metroid-looking things from the previous game. Ooh, this is bouncy. I like this part. It reminds me of Springman's stage from Mega Man 7. Oh, no. You can get into a good pattern where you won't hit any of them, but it's a bit difficult. Can't go that way. You notice there's a split right before the stage door here. That ties into the replacement for the beat plates. We'll get to it. This is Nightman, as it said, Master of the Mace Ball. You can just shoot him whenever he's attacking. Your shots can go through his mace, but they can't go through his shield. This is basically how I recommend doing this. Dodge his attacks. You can shoot him when he's jumping too. Mashing might be better. Because he moves quite quickly, so not necessarily reliable to... Whoa! I'm taking a bit of damage here. There we go! Yeah, Nightman, I don't know if he's really the easiest. I say that all the time, because I don't really know. I just have, like, one in each game that I always start with. Yeah, there's Nightman. We get the... You get Night Seed. This is something I don't like about this game. Even on this screen, you don't see the full names of the weapons. I believe it's called the Night Crusher. Just a sec. Yeah, the Night Crusher is what it's called. And it is the weakness of Centaur Man, I think. Let me think. Yes. I had to just think through the order for a sec. But yeah, Centaur Man. Ancient City. Centaur Man. Ability unknown. Interesting. This is a sort of pseudo-water stage. Each stage in this game, by the way, is based on a region, because these are robots supposedly from all around the world. And their original creators are unknown in-universe, obviously. But they're themed after... I forgot that dude just kind of sits there and explodes. They're themed after different countries. Centaur Man, I believe, is Greece. Nightman is England. Tomahawk Man is... Well, we'll get to it. It's the first one I always think of, but... Similar to how Napalm Man, how his stage seems to be based on Vietnam, all of the stages in this game are based on countries. Apologize for the repetitive wording there. But I mentioned at the end of 5 that I was gonna eat for recording the next video, and I did. I ended up spending more time between than I meant to, because I'm a bit low on time now. But this is a really cool part. The water is upside down. I don't know the logical explanation for this, but you jump up into the water, and then while you're in it, you have water physics. I think it's really cool, personally. And it just fades away. I have no idea, physically what's going on there. These things, when you shoot them with a charge shot, they pop up and explode. I think those are the only ones in this level. There are more Eddy locations in this game than in 5. 5 only has, 2 or 3. Which is weird, because I think they're in every stage in 4. This part. You want to kill these submarines whenever you can, because they basically fly around in a cloud, and then it pops, and they'll land on the ground, or land in the water, and then they are a hazard. So if you can kill them, then they won't be in your way later. This water background reminds me a lot of Bubble Man's stage. From Mega Man 2. It doesn't look exactly the same. It's not nearly as eye-searing as that is. There's another... That's a door we can't get to. I have to go down this way. Another branching path at the end. And you need a specific item to get over there. I do say item, not special weapon. Although I guess item is a little weird for it. We'll see. I just keep saying that. Oh, stupid. No, it did hurt him. Good, okay. It did still hurt him. The Night Crusher shoots in a straight line. I think, yeah, it also homes. I don't remember exactly how it works. It doesn't really matter, though, because Centaur Man's really easy. And he gives us... I love this little animation, them swirling around and then... I also like this, where he shoots at the screen. It's pretty cool. You get Centaur Flash. At the very least, it should always abbreviate the word that is the boss's name, because otherwise you just don't know what the move is called. Centaur Flash is Windman's weakness. Mechanical Tower, Master of Wind, Windman. I love the music. This level is based on China, as you can already tell by the patterning on the pillars and the panda robots. A lot of the level themes are quite on the nose, not very subtle inspiration. Well, I think it's fun. I like these panda robots. These fans are useful for getting around, but they can mess you up. There's specific parts you gotta be careful of here with spikes. I don't think I can kill that with either the Centaur Flash or Night Crusher. They boost while you're on the platform, similar to the similar guys in Mega Man 2 that move faster while you're on their Y level, their elevation. Yeah, this is the part with the spikes. You don't want to stay in the path of the wind too long, or it will push you straight up into those spikes. Oh, I like these platforms. They switch sides each time you land on them. Very cool. Oh, another E-Tank we can't get. The game does taunt you like that a lot more than the first 5 games. You slide into those guys, obviously. Oh, something I was gonna say. Yeah, this is the last video I have to record tonight here at my desktop. My PC in my quote-unquote office. These guys I find to be one of the hardest to avoid getting hit by, except for that one, because you sit there and mash. Not a great example, but after this, I'm going to be recording. I gotta set up my stuff downstairs in my basement and record Metroid 2. I'm excited, though a bit nervous, because I was more aimless in my Well, that was stupid. The music cut out there differently. Normally, I think when you die in classic Mega Man, normally when you die in classic Mega Man, the music cuts out when you die. But here, it didn't, and then it did a second later. That was weird. By the way, I've seen this game stutter a bit while I'm recording. I hope that doesn't cause any problems for the video. I haven't seen that in the other classic Mega Man games, so I'm not sure exactly what's happening. But what was I saying? Oh, Metroid. I'm a little nervous because my Metroid 1 series was more aimless than I expected it to be. I had a harder time remembering the map, specifically in Norfair, Ridley's Lair, and Kraid's Lair. I had more issues than I expected to. Okay. Taking a hit there is difficult because he'll almost always hit you on the way up. And so I'm a little worried about Metroid 2. I think it might be a bit aimless as well. That's not like the end of the world, it's just not ideal. Live still? Can't pause right now. Windman, I like his style. He's got like a ramen bowl on his head. I have 3 lives, so I'm gonna try this without his weakness. Since I don't have full health. He actually uses a weapon similar to Tomahawk Man, that attack. It reminds me of one of Tomahawk Man's attacks. Okay, Windman's pretty easy without his weakness, so I'm gonna go ahead and show it what it is real quick. It's not like an interesting thing. It's just, Centaur Flash is just screen damage. It just freezes the screen and deals damage. Like the gravity hold, I think it's called, in Mega Man 5. That's about all the difference there is. So from Windman, we get Windstorm. I like this little animation of him using it. I don't think that was in any of the previous games. It becomes a standard thing in the series, including the X series. Alright, I think next is... I don't know what I'm saying, I think. I know, it's Flame Man. But you might notice his little picture there on Windman, and that is relevant. There was no split near the end for Windman, and that just shows you there's nothing to accomplish there. We will need to go back to these two to go on those other paths. And we'll get to that once I'm able to do that. But here we are at Flame Man. Oilfield, Master of Flame. Flame Man. I believe this stage is based on Saudi Arabia. I'm not sure. I'm not for certain about that, but I think so. I think Flame Man's turban is the stereotypical sort of thing. And there's oil in the stage because oil exports in the Middle East. And I think it is specifically Saudi Arabia, but I admit I am not an expert at like culture and stuff in the Middle East. It's just not an area that I know much about. I love this music, though. The oil's weird. You can't jump very high out of it. And also, those guys, normally when you knock them over, they explode. But if they fall into the oil, they turn to those little platforms that you pump to move forward. If those fire guys drop fire into the oil, then it becomes an instant kill trap. If I touch that fire, I'm dead. Some of these are very difficult to stop them from igniting. Some are easier. But I think it's just a fun mechanic. These are a lot like the guys in Ringman Stage in 4. They're like wall turrets. I can't do it. There's a lot more notes there than I was doing. This song is phenomenal, though. One of my favorite stage themes in the game and the series, I think. I don't remember that one starting out on fire, but I guess it does. Or he was on screen enough to count. These guys can also ignite the oil, yeah. Ooh. The freezing from collecting the thing freaked me out and I almost died. Oh! That's fine. I can tank a hit. I didn't want to tank 2 hits, but it's fine. It's really hard to kill these guys before they ignite the oil. Maybe one of my special weapons would help with that, but I think it's generally just fine to just sort of ignore it. Yeah, here we are. Not too bad. I'm blitzing through this game too, honestly. We're only at 18 minutes, and this is the 4th Robomaster I've fought. I would say I'll try to fight him without his weakness, but I think he's pretty easy, so I don't really want to do that. Windstorm! He's fun, though. Dodging his flames can be a little bit difficult. The rising flames there remind me of, not the move Rising Fire from Mega Man X4, but the pillars of fire that Dracula summons in some Castlevania games. Specifically, Castlevania 3 is what I'm thinking of. There we go. From Flame Man, we got... You get Flame Blast and Rush Power Adapter. Is it going to show Rush Power Adapter? No. It just shows Flame Blast. There we go. 4 down. Yeah, those two don't have anything for us to do, so we're done there. And next, you might be able to guess one of these two is going to be weak to him, and it is Blizzard Man. Frozen Island, Master of Snow, Blizzard Man. He is based on Canada. Here's the Rush Power Adapter. Rush merges with Mega Man to make him stronger. Power Mega Man. Yeah, this gives you a shorter range main attack that you can charge up for a big punch that's very short range. But Power Mega Man is very strong. And there is no limit to the amount you can use them. They don't have weapon energy. The adapters, there's obviously more. This isn't the only one. Oh, shit! Well, I'm not getting up there. The main downside of Power Mega Man is that he can't slide. Oh, that refill would have been nice. But is that all that's up there? Nah, that's fine. Not too bothered by that. Oh, I want that though. I think it's just a life, but I'm not sure. These are curling stones? Stones, I think they're called stones. Curling stones. Curling is a popular sport in Canada. That makes sense. I'm trying to remember, 2 of the Robot Masters in this game were actually designed by North Americans, which generally they're designed by kids in Japan, with the whole design contest thing. But 2 in this game were designed by North Americans, and I think it was Lizard Man and Wind Man. Cracked blocks like this, as we've seen. Well, we've seen the blocks, but they can be broken by Power Mega Man. Ugh. I don't think Power Mega Man takes more damage than normal Mega Man. But he's not defensive. He is power focused. And usually I don't generally use him normally. I switch to him if I think I need him, as I will in a sec. Because there is stuff here. It does play the animation every time. You can skip it, but not for a second. In the beginning of the animation, you can't skip it. I am gonna do Windstorm here. Whoa! I have never done that before. You got taken away by the wind. That's crazy. Here. There is a thing to get here as Power Mega Man. You need a full charge punch to break these. And I will actually pop back here and head back. Oh, it's just for an energy tank? That's still pretty good. I have 5 E-tanks now. This game throws them at you a lot like 4. But I'm having fun. Oh, that was unnecessarily ballsy trying to go for that. This is the first game to introduce these bomb platforms that start the counter when you touch them and then explode when the count reaches 0. They become a staple in the classic series. I think they're also in the X series at some point, but I don't remember seeing them. And I also don't think they're in 7 or 8, so I might be wrong. I like this. You can trigger that one and pop back here. Yeah, and do that. I like doing that. And here we are at Lizard Man already. We're probably going to do 6 Robot Masters in this video, too. Pretty cool. Maybe 7, even. Yeah, since I'm low on health, I will try without weakness. Ow. Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen, though. Yeah, no. I didn't want to use an energy tank, though, even though I'm probably going to reach max energy tanks by the time I'm done with the Robot Masters here, but let's go for Flame Blast. But I think Metroid 2 will be fun to do, especially because I'm playing an NSO, so there'll be color. Normally, obviously, Metroid 2 doesn't have color. It's a Game Boy, an original Game Boy game. But yeah, with Flame Blast, he's not too hard. His weapon sucks. It's good against Plant Man, who we're doing next, but it sucks otherwise. Nah, yeah, we're totally doing 6 in this video. I don't think I'm gonna get through 2 more. But Metroid 2 is normally black and white. Lizard attack. Yeah, it does this. It's not... It's such a weird attack pattern, I don't really like it. But NSO has the ability to play with Game Boy Color palettes for all the games on the Game Boy 1, which is cool. Forgotten Area. Flower Fancier. Plant Man. And this stage is based on Brazil. I'm surprised I actually remember them all. This one reminds me of Napalm Man stage, which is weird because Vietnam and Brazil are not similar countries. But at least I don't think they are. I don't actually know. I don't know much at all about those countries. I like Mega Man being red and white like normal. I like being able to see that charge. Although maybe that hurts people's eyes, that flashing. I hope not, because I charge a lot in Mega Man. I don't think... Is Centaur Flash good? Yeah, it is. Yeah, just 3 hits. Not bad, not bad. I don't really use that weapon normally, so that's a pretty good use of the weapon, I think. Ooh, I just thought of something. There's actually 2 fan games that I think would be really fun to Let's Play at some point. They're called Rockman 7 Famicom and Rockman 8 Famicom. They are nice. I can't reload this once. That's cool to get an energy tank. They're NES-style remakes of Mega Man 7 and 8. Or Famicom style, technically, but it's the same thing. More or less. And they're really cool. A lot of work and care went into converting the content from Mega Man 7 and 8 into a format that could have been on the Famicom. And I love them. I think I've played through both. That's totally a thing I'd like to Let's Play at some point. It's also lesser known, obviously, than the main games. The official games. Oh, there's also Street Fighter Cross Mega Man, which technically, release-wise, is the last classic game, aside from Mega Man 11, which came out just 5 years ago. Which I guess... Street Fighter Cross Mega Man came out in 2013, I think? Not sure. It might have been 2012. If you hold the jump button, you'll bounce higher on those. Just like similar springs in other games, like Mario and Crash Bandicoot does that, right? Big fan of Crash, but now I'm suddenly doubting myself that there are things like that. I love these. The flowers here are life orbs. Oh shit! I thought I was holding A and I was not. I really like the sprite art in the background here. The sort of jungle aesthetic of this also reminds me of Contra, obviously. Why is that obvious? How is that obvious? It's not at all related series. I don't know why I said obviously. I could break that, but I have no reason to, because I don't care to refill Centaur Flash. I think there is a better weapon to fight these guys with. Night Pressure would make sense. Yeah, I think that's better. Not, like, crazy better. Yeah, also, so you can select the normal form for Mega Man here, and that is exactly the same as selecting the Mega Buster. Also, does this game let you... Yeah, if you unpause and it selects whatever you have it hits whatever you have selected. Like the X series does later that screws me up. Or it doesn't. X1, 2, and 3 do that. And I always expect 4, 5, and 6 to, but they don't. It stuttered for a bit there again. The health orbs don't respawn, which is true for all collectibles physically present in the stage. They don't respawn when you die. They respawn with the game over, obviously. It's just like E-tanks. This dude's interesting because he's bouncing with you. So you gotta be careful. These 2 guys. Is there another one? Nope, I didn't think so. I'm not sure it's possible to get that one normally. If you have a certain thing, you can. But here we are. Already at Plant Man. I like his design. It is so ridiculous and over the top. He is weak to the lizard attack. And he uses a shield known as the Plant Barrier. Which is 3rd or 4th proper shield in the series. It's like the Skull Barrier, the Star Crash, the Leaf Shield, and so on. I think that's it, unless you want to count Power Stone, which I don't. But yeah, basically you can do it from directly in front of him, or slightly above, and either way it'll hit him. Not too bad. I like dash dancing, although it doesn't seem to work as fluidly in this game. Oh, but there we go! 6 Robot Masters down, once again. From Plant Man, we get the Plant Barrier. Oh, and Rush Jet Adapter! I'm gonna go ahead and enter the next stage and then stop there. I'll show you the Rush Jet Adapter real quick first. But, so now we are able to get these two. I think I might wait to do those. Nah, I'll do that next. Not in this video, but I'll go and just pop in and show you. It's weird that it does this again. Usually it doesn't when you select levels you've already beaten. Strange. The colors change in these levels after you beat them, I believe. And that's pretty cool. But yeah, Rush Jet Adapter. The animation is almost exactly the same. But yeah, Mega Man can fly. Jet Mega Man. And it means that you can't slide, just like Power Mega Man. You also can't charge, so you're stuck to just... It's basically Mega Man 1-2 controls. Plus, if you press the A button in midair, or X on PlayStation, or B on Switch, then you can fly for as long as that meter is filled. So, and it refills when you land. So managing that is very useful. I really like this form. I just think it's pretty cool. I think that is where I'm going to end this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.